I was on the bandwagon of Nick Foles. And at first, let me apologize to Monty Kiffin, Mo Claiborne, Sean Lee, all Selvey, all those guys defensively. They put on a great show.
Brandon Carr.
Oh, Brandon Carr. Yeah, well, keep coming. Keep coming.
With the list,
so let me apologize to those guys because I threw them under the bus. I didn't think they'd be able to handle Nick Foles and this explosive offense off of what we saw Nick Foles do in Tampa. They manned up on him. They pressured him without Ware. Didn't have DeMarco Murray.
No.
And beat him down. So again, back to the drawing board for the Philadelphia Eagles. That little sample size that we saw from Nick Foles, the film is out. We're not going to let you complete any deep balls. We're going to make you earn it. He didn't earn it. He looked shaky. He looked afraid. He looked like a young quarterback. Again, so I'm very surprised about how the Dallas Cowboys defensively, remember, they came in to this game 30th in pass defense. We talked all about the coverage situations, no rush on the quarterback. It's going to be a field day for Nick Foles. So I'm very surprised and shocked that the Eagles offensively didn't have more of an impact in this game against the
So
Cowboys.
back to Mike Vick.
You have to, if he's healthy, and still the hamstring is going to be an issue. He's not going to be able to get outside the pocket, and Mike has some issues too inside the pocket. We talk about some quarterbacks who, when they get pressure, they just are jittery. Mike doesn't have that sense. He is like delayed, and that's why he takes all those hits. He doesn't. The rush doesn't affect him enough. It should affect him a little more. So again, the hamstring is going to be an issue. Right now, the quarterback position for the Philadelphia Eagles, outside of playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is an issue.
But it doesn't matter. Because when you're replacing nothing, that makes you something, and that is a plus. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just put it out there for you right there. Y'all move aside here. Nick Foles stunk.
He did.
It's just that simple. You know what? I'm tired of you and all of these people out there trying to make him something to be more than he is. He's the second coming of Kevin Cobb. That's what he is.
Heck, he's not that good.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. My bad. Let me tell you something right now. 6 starts last year. The dude went 1-5. He gets a good start against this moribund franchise known as the Tampa Bay Bucks because of Greg Schiano. And everybody's acting like this dude is the second coming of Dan Marino. He hasn't done anything yet. He didn't do anything to deserve your praise last week. He didn't do anything to deserve anybody's praise coming into this season. He stuck up the joint last year, and everybody making a big deal about him. Oh, he's going to stop because of Michael Vick. He completed 67% of his passes in the one start that he had against a Tampa Bay team in flux, chaotic, dysfunctional, all of this other stuff. And we acting like Nick Foles is supposed to be somebody special. 11 for 29. They don't have DeMarcus Ware. They don't have Anthony Spencer. They cut Jay Ratliff, okay? You still had questions with your secondary. You caught the Dallas Cowboys out, and all of a sudden they show up in Philadelphia last night. This stationary target, wet behind the ears, breath smelling like Similac, don't even know what he's doing, all young like a little puppy out there. What did you think the Dallas Cowboys was going to do? I'm telling you something right now.
30th ranked pass defense.
Let me say this to you.
No coverage.
I thought the Eagles would win because I thought LaShawn McCoy was going to wreak havoc. I thought because he was going to wreak havoc and the defense would create some kind of mistake for the Dallas Cowboys, they would find a way to win. Dallas had 12 penalties. They went 11 straight possessions, couldn't do anything before they got a field goal near the end of the first half. You know how many open receivers Nick Foles missed yesterday? Don't give me pressure about the Dallas Cowboys. There was Jason Avant was open. Deshaun Jackson was open. LaShawn McCoy was open. These dudes were open. This dude was missing them wide open. Underthrowing, overthrowing. He was a puppy out there, just a novice, and he got exposed.
You're not going to give any credit to them guys matching up, playing one-on-one.
I'm not going to say.
The coverage was nice and tight.
I mean, listen, I'm going to be respectful to the Dallas Cowboys from this standpoint. Like I said to you, even though I think they're an accident waiting to happen, they do have talent. They do have skill. They can play. I'm not knocking them. I'm simply saying you got to watch this game and see. These dudes, I mean, Nick Foles was just awful. And when you're playing against somebody that awful, what do you expect? It ain't much to say that you look good. Dallas looked awful, too. They just didn't look as bad as Nick Foles. 11 for 29 for 80 yards. He lucky he got hurt. He lucky he got hurt. They relieved him of his duties. I don't mean it. I'm not wishing any physical harm on him. I'm just saying that, you know what, you were that awful. You actually got a break. You actually got a break. The Philly fans might have thrown something at him had he not gotten hurt. It was just pathetic. Go ahead, Skip. Just go ahead. It's just a waste of time. Nick Foles. Please.
11 for 29.
We saw the Nick Foles act at the end of the year last year. Right?
Yes.
And where did that get Andy Reid? It got him fired, right?
Yes.
Okay, now back to the question. First of all, I need to ask our man Eric Allen here, who played in Philadelphia and played at a very high level. Can you believe, can you wrap your mind around the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles have now lost 9 straight home games? 9 in a row in that stadium? Are you kidding? You grew up in this business there, right?
Unbelievable.
You saw it. You know it.
Awful.
Come
and you know
on.
how sick those fans are?
9 in a row?
Since
It's
September.
impossible. That used to be the scariest place to play in the league. Seriously, when I was in Dallas,
without a doubt,
they did not want to go to Philly. Bad things happen in Philadelphia.
Right.
Okay, so now back to the game. This was the most bizarre game of the day yesterday, and it might have been the most bizarre game of the year so far, to Eric's point, because these teams trade 18 punts. I thought it would be in the 30s. I really did. I thought it was 35-33, some kind of a shootout, because the Dallas defense has allowed 3 400-plus yard pass, 400-plus yard passers, including Eli on opening night. What? Are you kidding me? And Nick Foles throws for a grand total of 80 yards? 80. Oh, what's 450 minus 80? You know, that's the difference between Eli and Nick Foles. Really? Are you kidding me?